Yo, 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 yo. Welcome to Ridin with AF. Right now, we got a special guest that's coming. Some of you might know him, some of you might not. But he's a manager. Actually, you know what? I'll let him introduce himself. So, as we all say, we're cruising through this scheme. He's about to join us right now in the special seat.
Let's go. I need to get nice.
Jeez!
Yes,
my
man.
guy. What are you telling me, bro?
Good, man.
How's
You well?
things? Yeah?
I'm good. I'm
Nice to
good.
see you. Nice to see you.
Bad. What a day.
Hi, sunny, like it says, you can see, innit? Introduce yourself, bro. So the people that don't know you, who are you?
Man, my name is MOBO. Young, dark, handsome brother. Just doing this thing in Scotland. Trying to further the culture. Trying to push the scene. Give something for the youngest to strive towards, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, I work in music. Yeah, where do I start? How did I even get into music? Man, I've always been into music. Like, growing up and stuff, it's always been something around. Like, I can't make music or anything like that, but
Have you ever tried?
Parties. One time, primary school. It was so bad I burnt it. So, we're not going there. However, if you can't make, like, what I learned from that is that, like, I don't need to be the star, you know? Like,
Yeah, that's very true.
You can be around it.
Yeah, exactly.
But in Glasgow, we started throwing parties, actually, man. Through my very first party in this place called Indigo, man. Like, amazing spot. A couple of you would have been there back in the day in the recording studio. Sammy gave us the opportunity to put on our first event in there. Sellout. It was amazing.
Shout out Sammy,
shout out, like, you know, so it was sick. And then from there we just built it, gradually started getting people on, DJs on, getting artists on. Some of them you might know, like Honeymoon, you know, Pack, like, and then just started developing things. But more recently, we've been working on a project called Up to Standard, which is a media platform, which basically aims to highlight unheard voices, voices that oftentimes get overlooked, and create context for artists and context for the fans, but also visibility for artists.
Yes, indeed. Because nowadays most people want visuals. It's not just audio. And the ways are doing, like Up to Standard is doing an amazing job, but they're putting people that giving opportunities to people that wouldn't have the opportunity before. You know what I mean? So it's great that you are doing. So what would you say is your role in Up to Standard?
Oh man, Up to Standard. Oh no, man. You know, like in football, like the person at the back, the sweeper. The
sweeper, the defender,
you know what I mean?
The one that make sure that everything is tight, controlled.
Exactly.
Okay, nice. Yeah, that's good, bro. That's good. And how long have you been working with Up to Standard?
Since the beginning, man. We co-founded it. Sammy's brainchild, you know. And he just pulled me on board, and we just figured out a way to make it happen, and make it happen in a sustainable way. So I think like 3 years in, 4 years in or something.
Okay, that's good. And, that is sustainable.
It's developed from obviously putting on artists onto the platform to start to communicate with them and figuring out like the actual gaps within knowledge that they're facing. And over the next year, like there's a few things that we've got planned, and a couple of people that we're already working with in the sense of mentorship and things like that. So it's a work in progress, but man, it's so sick. You meet so many characters, and it's a gift that just keeps giving.
Yeah, indeed.
You can tell that people just have something to say, you know. Everybody's got a story to tell. And the amount of people that you meet through music. I met you through music, you know.
Yeah, that's true, exactly. So yeah, we met through music as well and all that kind of stuff. That's the same. I'm in the exact same position where I wanna make music, but music is not just making music. You know what I mean? There's also other parts for music.
100%.
So this is what the show is about as well. Interviewing people, letting people see the personality, because that's the kind of person I am. You know what I mean? I'm more about personality than, you know what I mean? I let my lyrics speak by themselves. Yeah. But yeah, true, man. That's good. That's good.
And talking about the roads and stuff, like that's one thing that's like that I'm just really big on, like letting people understand that like when it comes to music, like it's an outlet, and it's you don't have to be a performance star. You can be a producer. You can be someone that's managing. You can be an A&R. You can you can be a music lawyer. There's so much to, you know.
There's just being a rapper. Exactly. There's many ways to get out of the hood, bro. You know what I mean? So there's many ways to get out of the hood. So as you said, you started rap, like you done a bit of rapping in primary and all that kind of stuff. So where'd you come?
I didn't do a bit of rapping in primary. I did not do a bit of rapping in primary.
So you done rhymes.
I put 3 rhymes together one day, and I realized it didn't work.
It didn't work. Fair enough. So what's your background then? Where you come from originally, bro?
Man, I was born in Nigeria, Lagos, Niger boy. We know
Niger boy, come
last.
Sheesh, shout out the Niger boys.
But my parents moved to Germany when I was 4. Berlin to be specific, Kreuzberg, Lindenstrasse. I went to primary school there, went to secondary school, and then we moved to Glasgow, Scotland, East End.
What year?
2005.
2005. Yeah, so you've been here for a time, yeah?
Yeah, a little bit. And from there, went to the art school, studied architecture.
Yeah.
Was the closest thing to art that like was amongst the options that my parents really wanted for me, you know. And yeah, man. Yeah. So
it's this is a question for us immigrants, as we know, our parents are a bit strict. What you wanted to follow is the same dreams that your parents had?
No, not even. Like it was quite like I wanted to do something where I would be secure, you know. And obviously growing up, like my parents, like they're warriors, you know what I mean. I believe that they always have my best interest at heart.
Yeah, that's
so
very
they
true.
always pushed me towards something that like was bigger than the previous thing that I wanted to do. So for me, architecture just came about because I wanted to do it. Like I wanted to do architecture when I was 9. I grew up next to this famous building in Berlin, the Jewish Museum by Daniel Liebeskind, and I was just like, this is amazing. Someone came up with that in their head, and now someone is building it, you know?
Yeah,
and,
true.
Man, see, when it comes to music as well, though, it's the same thing, man. You're artists, like you experience something, then you come up with something and like find a way to merge it together and then present as this product, which turns out to be music with a music video, and people buy into it, people interact with it. So to me, definitely. The thinking, it's all the same. But yeah, finished architecture, graduated, realized it isn't what I wanted to do. I do want to keep my hairline, so it's just one of those things, man. I thought I wanted to keep my hairline. Music is slowly making sure it vanishes, but
yeah, exactly. It's very stressful. I know it's not just easy. Me as well, being a rapper, I didn't think that music is just making music. It's not just that. There's so many things behind it, and that's like people like you do most of the work, because we don't see it. Rappers think it's just rapping, writing lyrics, making a music video, and that's it. Nah, there's many things that get into it.
It's a team. If you think about it this way, man, as an artist, you're the artist, right? So you're the front facing. You deal with the fans, with the general public and stuff like that. But you want to have a team behind you. You want to have the person that's dealing with the media. You want to, before you even get there, you want to have someone that can take solid pictures and that knows how to present you. You want to have your video person. You want to have your person that'll help you with graphic design. You even want to have the homie that like advises you on, like the homie that never caps.
No yes man. Yeah,
you want to have that person there.
Trust, bro.
You know, just so that you can learn from them. You know.
No, that's true.
It's key, and that's how you build your team, because you want to have a team around you. And everybody needs to have a role.
So give a shout out to your team. So who's part of your team? Anyone there?
Man, so what I do is I build teams around artists. So like, yeah, man, Forage is the collective I started with, but I work with a multitude of people from Francis, who helps me on the management end, to working with engineers, to working with A&Rs, you know.
Who would you say has impacted you the most that you've helped? You don't have to name them. You can
started working with Pac, and like, see, when we were working together, we were very early on. It was very like DIY and stuff, and those times were really enjoyable because like we're just trying things, you know.
Yeah, you did it for passion.
So much from each other as well, you know. So it's like I really enjoyed like those early times. Now though, like man, I love working with Casey. Like, she is so sick.
Casey
like,
the DJ, yeah.
Casey the DJ and the producer.
Shout out.
Like, she makes music. You might have heard a couple of her tracks. Just recently released Auto Equip with Hams, Napalms. And like, yeah, man, like she is sick. She always has like an idea in mind and just goes out there and gets it. Like, I love working with Joel.
Yeah.
You know.
Joel, big up Joel. No, he's a big artist here. No,
like what I really like about him is just the artistry. Like, you know, he really interrogates his music, his ideas.
Very creative, isn't it?
Exactly, and just yeah, like I love people like that. Currently developing an act as well called 7-7, who's like, yeah, I don't even want to give away too much.
Yeah, don't get.
So
True.
Yeah, man,
I heard from him. I spoke to him the other day. He said that he has a couple singles coming through, but he has an EP or mixtape coming up next year or something like that.
There's a few, man. There's just a lot of music there, and it's just all about making sure that
definitely.
And you know how to.
No, you're doing a good job for the Scotland scene. You've, as many people know, you've been a part of the Scottish scene. You've helped a lot of people. You've done a lot of things.
But man, that there's like it comes part and parcel. You know, we help each other.
Exactly. Yeah. True.
I'm engaging with someone, I get something back from it as well, whether that's in knowledge, whether that's in like being able to help solve a problem, you know, and find solutions to problems. And I just think like overall, like we can all do like better. I can definitely do better, you know. There just isn't enough.
Yeah, there's always more that we can do.
In the week, but
like,
yeah, man. There you go. Fun little backstory to this track. So Napalms and Hams are the first like rappers that I ever seen like doing their thing in Scotland. Like, I went to this event years ago, man. It was probably 2011 or something.
Jeez.
And
that's when I came to this country.
And it was ages, maybe 2011, 2012 anyway. But there was just this massive group of artists. There was like 8 of them on the stage, barring. I'm talking just going
at it, yeah.
And I was like, who the fuck are these
guys?
Like, full on Scottish accent, their accent, like, you know what I mean? Like, they just weren't capping. And I was so baffled, and turned out to be these guys called Boys from the Border. You know, like some proper guys, man. Like, honestly, they do their thing. They're proper guys. And Hams and Napalms, they connected with Casey on this track. She produced the art direction for it.
Tactics sick, man, sword on the hip. Don't usually walk with a stick, but today this shank's on board to a quick. Trying to get food in a whip, just trying to make peace start rolling a bit. Trying to get food in a whip, just trying to make peace start rolling a bit. I'm all in a bit now. I'm trying to get more for this now. Spend too long getting track no songs, now boys got bored for this now. Need to set up some tools off of this now. Done settling scores off of this now. I know man trying to make major deals, but I'm trying to win awards on this shit now. Let's sit down.
You won't catch me slipping on my ones. Let's together they come and I just dipping and I'm gone. Trying to get a couple little pennies like a don. Headphones on, listening to Eddie One. My brothers on a mission and they're trying to start P. Legal or not, man, I'm getting it with ease. Still screaming that, yo, fuck that police. And I couldn't care less, keep your hands off of me.
I'm in a place right now, like just emotionally with myself and like just with life, and I'm happy, innit? Like, I'm happy.
That's good, man.
Happiness is key, you know.
Happiness is key.
And like, it's okay to be happy. It's okay to not be okay, but it's also okay to be happy, which is something that I've struggled with over the years, you know.
And being able to, you know, say it out there, you know, because sometimes as men, it's just about being tough, but...
man, bro, there's so much love out in this world.
Trust, bro.
There's so much love out in this world. There's love that drives the shit that I do when it comes to music and stuff, so... And it takes a lot to be able to say that, man. And, man, you need to find your outlet. For a lot of artists, it's music.
It's music, yeah. This one describes you, yeah?
Right now.
Got a feeling you got feelings for me. I swear you start these feelings in me. Yeah, I know you see I need some healing.
This is some of that Joel. Into you.
Yeah, love when you dance around me. Yeah, love when you do the things around me. Just bring that body close around me. Energy
Osama, anyone.
It makes me feel like I can sing.
Yeah, innit, bro? I can. The vocals are not coming, but it's still there, bro. It's like.
It makes me feel like a kid again, you know what I mean?
Seriously, no, that's true, that's true. You can see, we're cruising through the scheme of Glasgow towns. So where did you grow up, bro? In Glasgow, yeah. What would you say is your scheme? East End, yeah?
East End.
So yeah, East End boy.
I went to school in Denniston, Whitehall, just off Duke Street. But we were living in Denniston for like a year or two. Then we moved to Bridgeton or Brighton for a year or two. And then from there, my parents were like, "See all of this?
Safe,
and they took me out like. Do you know where Hoggenfield Loch is? Like,
nah, not even, bro.
Like it's like up towards Easterhouse, Farm Loch, like that region.
Okay.
But man, it's nice out there. I'm so happy that they did, because there's this region called Seven Lochs region, and it's just nature, man. Like I love nature. Even right now, I live like.
So you can relate a lot to it, to where you're staying right now.
Yeah. What about you, man? When did you move out here?
I moved to Scotland when I was 20. I was 11. I was 11, so 2011 even as well. Yeah. No, it's been good. It's been a good journey. I've enjoyed learning English. I had to learn English in 3 months.
Yeah.
Managed to learn English in 3 months, and now I have my own accent.
Yeah.
The people are like, "Yo, where's this accent from? It sounds Scottish, but it's not really Scottish."
Bro, we are like sponges, isn't it?
Yeah, trust, bro. Yeah.
There's like so many multitudes of like identities and stuff, and like just the way we relate to the world and to the people, you know. And it's it's just that for some people they just can't fathom it, you know, like if you're out of the norm, like, you know, first of all, black guy, Scotch accent, it's like but then black guy, no Scotch accent, they're also like
Exactly.
So it's like, no, we have multitudes of experiences. You said you moved here a couple of years ago, like, you know, we have a cultural heritage and wealth of culture that goes so deep, and I'm really excited to like hear, and I'm starting to hear it in people's music as well, you know.
Like people are starting to represent. It's like,
I'm also using it to explore and learn more about their culture, you know. That's like really key thing in music as well. And now the Scottish artist of the year is Big Bad Bems.
Big Bems.
They can't hold us from it.
Nigerian boy as well.
No,
you know what I mean? So
they can't stop it. As you know.
So shout out Bems. He's doing well. He's doing an amazing job. Like, I know his journey as well.
Yeah.
It's been tough. Like, he came from the bottom, pretty much. About
have a conversation with.
Yeah, definitely. That's someone that I want to get into.
This track is something that happens when you're not scared and you just use music to explore.
I weathered the storm and came out 30. Them man there aren't ready. Man, I broke down the box and made my profits. Them man there are bummy. Man, I gave my heart to a ting, helicopter a ring. Man, I'm way too trusting. Now I only show love to Nova me and the big man, that is a me. Them man's who cares for pointless drillings and chasing women, but me, I'm chilling. I just need me that milli till I sign a dilly. I grind to my whole team winning. Man, it's mad that it took me to find out I was having a child just to get motivation. I just hope she takes everything from me apart from what I like in communication. Man, I lost it all when I flung out the SIM card that I knew would make me a killing. Ain't it mad that I could cut my freedom just from dialing out these 11 digits? Cause we get it and drop it and
it's a bit of a myth. I can feel the Scottish people like
can't deny good music.
Now I press a man's way just to put the food on the table just for me and my side. And I carry the weight of my people on my shoulder, yeah man, the crown man is heavy. Man, I know I'm the one like I'm Neo, I need me that golden blue like say I'm ready. Crown man is heavy.
Yeah, I can see the creativity that you're talking about. The creativity is
this came together for a call-out, you know? Like Bems, Espress and Chef, they just came together and made. This is...
It's one of the best things come like when you don't expect it, when it's unplanned. You know what I mean?
Put yourself outside of your comfort zone.
Exactly. Let's see your chef.
Come alive in the night time. I seen a man take a life over white lines. Once more run the block for the right time. My brother told me I'm a brother, so likewise. We are like minds. Invest in everything that my mind likes. Intelligent, but I still might buy eyes. Irrelevant, they say you always gain right eyes.
What would you say is your favorite artist from back in the day?
Of course it would have to be Fela. You know, I think it would have to be Fela. Fela helped me understand so much about that time period in Nigeria, which was also the time period my parents grew up in, which also helped me really understand the realities my parents grew up in as well, which made me also understand why they viewed things in certain ways here in Europe.
And last thing, because you've been given a lot of advice to the people out there, for any new artist or any new person that wants to be part of the music scene, what would be your advice to them?
I think my advice would be to get involved. Find a way to get involved. You know, if you want to be an artist, reach out to other artists, go to the shows, interact with artists, because that's the best way you really learn the most. And don't be shy. Like, when it comes to music, it's a mixture of tenacity, which means that like you need to have that drive, but also patience. You know, those things are really key. Yeah, I think get involved, ask people for help. That's what folk don't do a lot. And also have fun with it, man.
Have fun with it. That's the most important. Yeah, you need to enjoy it. You need to enjoy what you do, not just do it for the money or for the fame and all that kind of stuff. If it works for you, it works for you. You know what I mean? If that's your motivation, then yeah.
Man, and feel free to reach out. Like, obviously, I'm not gonna like do the work for you or hold your hands through the process. However, I'm always here for like man, anybody need any sort of advice, man, like shout me. Like, if I don't know, I most likely know someone else.
Someone that will know. Yeah, it's about who you know, not what you know.
Man,
so
that's exactly it. Like,
yeah, true.
Definitely. But you need to, yeah.
But no, it was a pleasure.
This was fun, man.
Thank you very much for having.
Yeah, we shape up in neck.
Yeah, come on. But yeah, that was MOBO on Riding with AF.
Yes,
and as the slogan goes, tell with me, cruising through the scheme.
Cruising through the scheme, man. AF, you're doing an amazing thing, man. Keep it going.
Thank you very much.
I need to get back to it.
Get back to work, man. See you later, bro. Oh, your phone. Pow. And that was Riding with AF. Special mention, special shout out to MOBO. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for coming through. Like, it was a pleasure. Until next time, it's been your boy.
Show me what you bring. Show me what you got. Show me what you bring. Show me what you got. Show me what you bring. If I really like it, I might put a ring.